Hello Gemini, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're joining me for the very first time, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Liam from Luna's Tarot and Guidance, and all my information is in the description box below. So Gemini, for December, being as it's the festive season, we are going to be doing you a little bit of an extended reading. We're going to be having a look into your tarot cards, and we're also going to be having a little look into some of the oracle cards for you and see what messages of wisdom and guidance they can offer you as well. So Gemini, let's have a little look. These are a collective reading, so they may not resonate with everyone. So please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Please send back into the universe what doesn't resonate with you. So I'm just going to pop the camera down. There you go. So that you can see the cards and you don't have to look at me. So Gemini, being as the end of the year is approaching, I do ask you just to reflect upon sort of the positives and the negatives throughout the year, all right? And I would ask you and invite you to leave all the negativity behind and invite the positivity into the new year, all right? Bring everything that's positive through and leave everything that is negative behind, Gemini, all right? What a new year is all about, a fresh start, a new beginning, all right? So let's see what the tarot has to say for you, Gemini. For Gemini for December. A lovely reading, Gemini, a lovely reading. So, Gemini, the energies that have come out for you. So, for this month, your current energy going forward into the month, we have got the Knight of Cups in reverse. So to me, this does sort of represent that you could be going through a little bit of an emotional sort of like turmoil, and you probably don't sort of quite know what sort of direction it is that you're sort of going in. All right. Listen, although it feels that like you might be in this like little bit of an emotional turmoil and you probably don't feel like you know 100% where you're going, just remember it's just a phase, all right? It will pass. It's just a blip. Okay. Gemini, as we go into your social and communication sort of area, we have got the High Priestess in reverse, all right? So to me, this sort of says that, listen, I feel that sort of the veil is becoming very thin within sort of your social life. I feel that you're currently seeing sort of a lot of friends and a lot of people within your life in a new light, all right? You're probably seeing things about them that you didn't see before. And maybe this is quite a harsh reality, and actually, might be a little bit painful in all fairness, because it's like I feel that there's probably some things that you probably didn't want to see and didn't want to acknowledge, but for some reason all of a sudden you've now seen it either in these people or in your social life. You've sort of seen a different side to things and you've seen it from a new perspective, all right? And this may have changed your views and your opinions on how you see these people and maybe the way that you interact with them as well. Your pursuit this month, we have got the Devil card, all right? So look, what this sort of says to me is, especially because I feel that you're going through a little bit of an emotional turmoil and probably things are feeling a little bit like blah. Look, because this has come out in your sort of pursuit sort of area for the month, I feel that you need to sort of indulge in sort of some of like the little bit of the naughty things, if I'm honest. All right. Things that are a little bit of like a guilty pleasure that probably aren't the best of sort of ways to deal with things, but it's like you just need to indulge a little bit. You need to sort of live a little bit. You need to put yourself out there and enjoy sort of some of the the things that maybe not everyone would sort of say, oh, you should be enjoying that. But do you know what? It's like this month, you just need to have a little bit of sort of like you time to sort of uplift your spirits and bring yourself into sort of this new sort of emotional sort of alignment. All right. Your caution card that's come out, we have got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Listen, I feel that you're probably not putting in a lot of work and a lot of effort maybe into yourself at the minute, hence why you may be going through sort of like this emotional sort of stage, and you've sort of like fallen off your horse. You don't sort of know where you're going, you don't sort of know what you're doing. I feel that that's sort of all right this month. Just don't become sort of too idle. All right, don't become too idle. Just make sure you're still putting in a little bit of work. All right, as much as I want you to indulge in some of sort of like these things that are a little bit like YOLO moments, you know, like you only live once moments, to go for it, I also don't want you to forget about work. All right, and also I don't want you to forget about working upon yourself and working upon your emotions. All right, because actually I feel that you need to put a little bit of work into yourself. All right, and I feel that that is to uplift your spirits and bring yourself into sort of a new spiritual sort of alignment. All right, because as we look at your self-care card, we've got the Ace of Wands. So this really sort of says to me that this is sort of like an uplifting sort of spirit. And I really feel that actually this is going to become from a little bit of this sort of like indulgence, all right, from something that's, like I said, maybe this could be sort of going out, having a few drinks with friends, indulging in sort of the things that may be a little bit shunned upon, you know, maybe sexual things, enjoying sort of the sexual side of things, and just embracing that energy, having fun, going for those YOLO moments, all right? But please don't forget to work on you and forget to work on your emotions. Because I just feel that, like I said, maybe you've been seeing things from a new perspective, and actually that could be setting some of these things free and letting them go, all right? And just saying YOLO to it, and letting some of these negative sort of areas free, especially as we got the High Priestess and the Devil. Like I said, it's like you've seen some things about some people that you didn't like, all right? So it's like to remove that sort of energy. But also I do feel that you need to be having a little bit of self-indulgence about your sort of yourself. All right, and like I said, just don't forget to put in sort of the work. Don't become idle. Don't just be sitting around doing sort of nothing. I feel that there's like a bit of work that needs to be put into you, and to uplift your spirits and bring your sort of self into a nicer sort of state of mind. All right, and really give you sort of something that's going to bring you a little bit of passion back and bring you sort of ignite you back into that sort of raw sort of moment. Because then look, your alignment card, the Ten of Cups in the upright position, you couldn't ask for sort of a more nicer energy to be there. All right, listen, like I said, I feel that you need to do a little bit of this self-indulgence, have these little bit of YOLO moments. I really feel that you need to uplift your sort of spirits and do this sort of work on yourself. And then I feel that that's when you're going to have this Ten of Cups moment where everything feels happy, everything feels content, everything feels bright, and you sort of going to start to see things in a whole new light. Especially with this High Priestess coming up, it's like the veil is thinning. You're starting to see things for what they really, really are, and showing for what they really sort of mean to you. All right. And like I said, I feel that actually by going through this journey, you putting in a little bit of work into yourself, looking after yourself, indulging yourself a little bit, and having these sort of new sort of spiritual sort of moments, these sort of YOLO moments, actually that's when you're going to be sort of in a lot happier place, and you're going to be able to enjoy sort of the energy going forward. All right. That's how your tarot reading has come out, Gemini. A very interesting reading. Very interesting reading. My best friend's a Gemini. So, it's interesting, very interesting. Right, let's see what comes out in the oracle for you. message for Gemini. Yes, right. So look, the two energies that have come out in reverse. So normally when it comes out in reverse in Oracle, I normally say that they're just like little messages that are a little bit more important that you need to take a little bit more note of. All right. So we've got the Lord, which is take charge with authority. So look, listen, this is about you sort of taking charge of your emotions and taking charge of the direction that you're going into. All right. Like I said, yes, you need to have these little indulgent moments, but also don't be sort of too naive and sort of overindulge as well. All right. And don't, like I said, don't become idle. Make sure you put some work into your sort of self. All right. But you need to start taking charge of your life with sort of a little bit of this authority and saying, look, this is my life, this is my path, this is my destiny. And actually, listen, if you're going to make your own bed, you've got to lie in it. All right. So listen, as much as I'm telling you to have these YOLO moments, just remember sort of you have to take the consequences that come along with it. All right. So that's why I'm saying you need to put a little bit of work into yourself as well to make sure that you're in sort of the emotional sort of right place. The Hunter, which is track down your fears and desires. So listen, this is what I was sort of saying about with this sort of spiritual sort of veil becoming quite sort of thin. And you sort of seeing things in sort of a new light. Listen, I feel that actually this might be quite a sort of scary time because, like I said, you're starting to see things that you probably didn't see before, and you're seeing people in new lights, new perspectives. So this might be a sort of a scary time, but listen, I feel that this is a good time for you to sort of set these free and let them go. All right, because you've realized that you now know how it is to go forward. Yeah. And also what this is really sort of saying to me, you know, when we're looking at sort of the desire sort of part of this card, as we look into sort of the devil, you know, this is really what I'm sort of feeling, you know, track down those desires. You know, you need to be a little bit of a beast and go out and enjoy it sometimes. All right, really go out and sort of do what's passionate to you, something that's really sort of, that gives you that sort of enjoyment, that spark of energy. All right, and then look, we've got the Hermit, which is retreat and recharge. So what this really sort of says to me going forward, yeah, look, if you can do this, you can work on yourself, have these YOLO moments at the same time, deal with all this sort of things that you're now seeing and enjoy sort of the little bit of you time and have, like I said, having these YOLO moments. Actually, this is when you're going to be putting yourself into a more content and more brighter sort of area. You know, this is when you're going to be retreated and recharged because you'd have done sort of the darker sort of side of things that you've needed to have done, and then you can put yourself back into sort of the light. All right, that's when you're going to be having that nicer energy, and I actually do feel that that's more going forward into sort of the January sort of area. So like I said at the beginning of the reading, you know, please really do try to put a lot of that sort of negative energy behind you and leave it where it is. All right, do what it is that you've got to do this month, have those YOLO moments, and then look at the next month of being a bit more like, sort of like lighter to you. Yeah, does that make sense, Gemini? So Gemini, for your final couple of cards, we're going to be having a look into the Moonology deck just to see what comes out for you from here. We have a little bit more clarification on Gemini's reading. Yes, okay. Right, so Gemini, the energies that have come out for you, we have got the last quarter moon in Taurus, which is be proud of yourself. Right, listen, this, when I look at this card, this really sort of says to me, look, you need to be proud of yourself. Look at what you've done. Look at where you've come from. All right. You may be in this sort of emotional turmoil right now, but listen, if you're, just be proud of you. All right. You've come a long way. No one's walked in your shoes. You haven't walked in anybody else's shoes. All right, this is your path. This was your journey. No one else has had the same experiences you have or viewed them the same way you have. All right, so just be proud of yourself, be proud of what you've overcome, all right, and really embrace this energy going forward, that, you know, you need to be proud of yourself and you need to allow yourself to have these sort of YOLO moments and sort of live your sort of time. All right, when we say YOLO, it's you only live once. Sorry, I keep referring to that. Right, we have got the new moon in Cancer, which is relax, all right? So listen, this is what I'm saying to you, that you need to have this little bit of you time, all right? Relax, enjoy sort of the darker sort of sides. Look, how much sort of more darkness do we need in this current bit? Like I said, it's like you need to have this little bit of self-indulgence. You need to have this little bit of going out, fulfilling your desires, you know, things that maybe not everyone's going to see as like a positive, but I feel that they're going to be a positive to you. Just enjoy the energy, enjoy that energy going forward throughout the month of December. All right, become a little bit self-indulgent, do what it is that you've got to do and enjoy that energy. Right, so listen, I feel that by you doing this, all right, and having your little bit of you time and forgiving yourself, putting a little bit of work into you and sort of putting yourself back on the right path and enjoying yourself a little bit more, this is when you're going to sort of have this sort of forgiveness. And I feel that this forgiveness is going to come to yourself, all right? It's like you're going to forgive yourself. It's like, yeah, do you know what? I'm allowed to do this. I'm allowed to go into sort of like these deeper, darker sort of things that I want to do. I'm allowed to embrace these if I want to. And you can forgive yourself for that, because it doesn't matter, because it's your path, it's your journey, all right? It's your destination that you're going on. Like I said, no one has walked in your shoes. No one has been on your path. So if you know what, you want to dip into these little bits of desires, you're allowed to. Forgive yourself. You're allowed to have that self-indulgent time, all right? But listen, just like I said, please don't forget to become too idle along the way. All right, remember, you still got other bits of work to do along the way, as well as having these bits of self-indulgence and self-desires. There's nothing wrong with that, all right? And then, like I said, I feel that that's when you can really forgive yourself going forward and put yourself into sort of this nicer energy, all right? And sort of put yourself back on track. Next month, when we check in with each other, Gemini, I want to see you in the upright position of the Knight of Cups, going into the right emotional direction, the right emotional sort of path, all right? Have your little bit of you time, have your little bit of desire, whatever it is you need to do and fulfill, all right? And then I feel that, like I said, that's going to put you into a nicer area. So Gemini, I hope you've enjoyed your reading. It's been an absolute pleasure to be able to read for you today. If you have enjoyed your reading, please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel. Please make sure that you give this video a little thumbs up. Also, please make sure that you drop a little comment below. It would be lovely to hear from you to see if you've enjoyed your reading. I hope you have an absolutely lovely Christmas, and I wish you all the best for the new year. But I will see you in January for your Tarotscope again, if you're subscribed to my channel. Like I said, it's been a pleasure to read for you. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. I'll see you in the new year. Please make sure you're liked and subscribed to my channel. Take care till now, Gemini. Bye-bye.